What's up, good people? Check this out. You ever heard of ding dong ditching? For you ring the doorbell, run away? Now, when I was coming up, I had a whole different term for that. Because you know what I'm talking about. Kids knocking on doors, they run away. Now these damn pranks have become deadly. Stay tuned, I got something for you. It'll blow your mind.
What? What?
All right, so check this out. So in Virginia, there's this man, he's at his home. 3 a.m. 3 a.m., he hears people beating on his back door. Beating on his back door. He dials 911 to the sheriff's department. Tells them, hey, there's a burglary in progress. The deputies respond. When the deputies get there, he has shot one and grazed the other two. The one he shot went to the hospital and he succumbed to his injuries. So he was unalived. Now, a lot of people have different ways to think about this. The man is in jail right now, and this happened early May 3rd or 5th, something like that. But a few days before prom, high school senior lacrosse player, they're going around pranking. And this prank started on TikTok. May have been the third fatal incident in the last few months of high school students doing TikTok pranks. One was in New York where this girl was making a U-turn in the wrong driveway. I'm not sure how that happened. Somebody ended up getting shot. Another one survived in a different state. Was doing ding dong ditch, going to the wrong door and got shot. Now, in Virginia, in this case, this guy, how can somebody beat on your door at 3 a.m.? You dial 911 to the police like you're supposed to. You tell them, hey, there's a burglary. Somebody's trying to break in. You smoke them. Then you're in jail with no bond. Second-degree murder. Wow. Wow. Now, of course, we don't have all the details. I'm sure a lot of that's going to depend on at what point he was shot. Were they inside the door? Did they break the threshold? Did you run outside and chase him and then shoot him? You clearly had sight of him. You hit all three of them. You know, at some point, you had some kind of sight on him. Now, if you shot through the door blindly, I don't know how that works in the state of Virginia. But you got to know what target you're hitting to, right? If they're still outside and they're not inside, that could be another issue. Again, I don't know all the laws in Virginia, but those could be some factors to consider. But I personally feel, just on the surface, if somebody beats my door at 3 a.m., if you found here at night, you'd probably be found here in the morning. It's a big possibility. I just don't think you should be knocking on nobody's door at 3 o'clock in the morning. But these young kids playing these TikTok pranks, they're pranking the wrong people. Some people are not with it. They're not. Kids are playing. Some people are playing for keeps. So if you got a child as a teenager, you think they're playing little games out at night. Now it's 3 o'clock in the morning. You should be at home anyway. But if you're a high school student, you're out there playing games, you thinking about doing some TikTok pranks, I got a suggestion. Don't do it. You don't know who you're running into. You don't know whose door you're knocking on. You don't know what they've been through, what mental state they're in. You don't know. Even if you are justified in your actions, you think it's just an honest prank, it won't bring you back. It won't. So God rest his soul. But I see two problems with that. 3 o'clock in the morning, you beating on somebody's door you don't know. Who knows how hard you're beating them? I don't know. Are you banging on it? Are you knocking on it? Either way, you had his back door. Supposedly. That's what we're reporting now. At this point, they're saying he's beating on his back door at 3 o'clock in the morning. Some people may be thinking that you asking to get shot. Maybe you want to be shot. That's just crazy. 3 o'clock in the morning? And obviously, the shooter felt like he was threatened because he called and said, hey, burglary in progress. Somebody's trying to break in my house. Is he supposed to wait till they get inside where they start shooting him? Or does he shoot them before they get him? What does he do as a civilian? What does he do? I don't know. That's crazy. But yeah, y'all tell me what your thoughts are on that. And I have another deal. In Louisiana, they had 10 or 11 prisoners that escaped. At first, they thought they escaped through a bathroom hole through the toilet, something like that. But actually, they jimmied the front door and ran. Ran through the front door. Gone. Now, one of them they caught. What do you think he was? He had already changed clothes. He had the club. He already clubbed. He already clubbed. Look, he didn't give a damn. He partied for one day. You know, that's sad. I'm thinking, what else is on your mind? You're not thinking to get another ID. You're not trying to get further away. You head straight to the club in the same town so you can kick it. You don't think somebody's gonna call on you? Huh? Big dummy. I guess if you're smart, you would be in the pen anyway. But that's not always true. It's just funny. He didn't go for it. Changed clothes, was at the club. Just escaped. No, he the first one caught. That's just crazy. To the club. That's kind of like buying a brand new car. And before you get insurance, you know what you get? Rims. You don't get insurance, you get rims. No insurance, got rims. That's about as equally as dumb. Yeah. 11 inmates escaped the penitentiary in Louisiana. We have a combined IQ of 3. All 11 of them. I hate that, they escaped, but I just think it's just funny how it happened. Hopefully they get them all in custody. Hope nobody gets hurt or in trouble, that kind of thing. People that don't get in trouble that aren't involved, those people, but no innocent bystanders, no one that is not involved in criminal activity. Hope they don't get hurt. But yeah, that is funny. That is funny. Change clothes, go straight to the club. It's probably how you ended up there in the first place. Anyway, y'all tell me what you think. The very first one in the household where somebody's beating on your door at 3 a.m. at your back door, clearly their intentions cannot be good. Now, I don't know at what point the homeowner shot him. I don't know if he shot him through the front door, through the door, or if he ran outside and met him and shot him. I don't know. But it appears that he might have had sight of them because he shot one and grazed the other two. He dialed 911 like he should have. Burglary in progress, get the police on the way. Show my intention is not to hurt anybody, but I will defend myself. But you never know. We deal with the sheriff's department out there, you don't know. You never know what kind of direction that's going to go. You just never really know. You don't know. Anyway, tell me what you think. Somebody beating on your door late at night. It's not a good idea. If you got a child that's doing this TikTok prank, some of these guys are getting beat up, shot up. A lot of things are happening doing TikTok pranks. Kids shouldn't play with grown folks. Should not. If you have a child at 3 o'clock in the morning, you tell them to stay the hell away from people's house. Because I'm telling you, right or wrong, some people play for keeps. And that's real. That's real. All right. Y'all take care. Have a good one. Next time.